the US farm economy as it relates to our big cash crops, corn and soybeans, and the farmers that grow those crops. We are in now what I would argue is the third year of a farm economy recession. A lot of this goes back to COVID and the inflation that occurred in the post-COVID environment. So we know that everything on the planet repriced in the years following COVID. We know that to be true. The government number CPI would all indicate that that is true. The very same thing has happened to farm inputs. The things that farmers have to buy to grow their crops, whether it's seed, fertilizer, machinery, all of those things are up. Corn production costs jumped 26% from 2021 to 2022. So we're in the backdrop here of this big inflation event. A lot of that is just generalized inflation. A lot of it's because the government threw billions and billions of dollars at farmers during and following COVID. So you've got all that, and it's a low margin business. The trade war with China is icing on the cake in terms of the farm economy and how bad it is and how much money farmers are going to lose. Last year, China accounted for 19% of all demand for soybeans grown in the United States. About 55% of it is beans that we crush domestically. There's about 40% that's exports. And of that 40%, China buys roughly half of it, which is about 20% basically. China was a big soybean buyer from the US farmers. Now we're into a new marketing year. Farmers in the US have begun soybean harvest. China has not bought a single bushel of US soybeans for current marketing year delivery, and therein lies the problem. Optically, the Argentina $20 billion bailout is an absolute disaster for the Trump administration. It looks very, very, very bad. So the $20 billion in question, it hasn't happened yet. And it's supposed to be a swap line, meaning that we're going to give Argentina $20 billion in dollars, and they're going to give us $20 billion in pesos. We assume a whole bunch of currency risk, but we get political influence in Argentina. Argentina dropped its export tax on soybeans and corn, and China quickly came in and bought a whole bunch of soybeans, like 40 cargoes of soybeans, out of Argentina during that tax holiday. It just looks very bad optically. Fundamentally, it's a couple million metric tons of business that in all likelihood would have gone to the United States almost certainly this time of year.